because we had plans on Sunday, he was like, I gotta find green to wear. And then I thought, oh gosh, does that mean I need to find green? I don't know. I always feel bad. Like, should I wear green even though I'm not Irish? Is that okay? I think so, right? Okay, all right, then I'm gonna find some green. I'm sure I have it somewhere in my closet. All right, ready? Here we go. Tolani is the brand. Tolani, for those who don't know, is also a person, a really sweet, wonderful lady, Olga Tolani. She's a very famous designer, and this is what she does. Prints. Now this happens to be a two-piece set for $25. It's one of the bigger savings in our 3-hour show tonight, considering that this was once $73. So now it's far more than half off. $8 and change brings it home. First one is patchwork, and you're gonna get the tank nightgown, midi length, and then you're gonna get the full sleeve but midi length robe. All that comes home together for $25. Look how pretty this one is. Red. I don't even need a robe, but I think I need this now for an $8 easy pay and a $25 price. That is absolutely gorgeous. So there's your nightgown, all done in chemise, so polyester. And then there's that beautiful robe. Even if you just want it for the robe. And gosh, if you have like bridesmaids, if you're a bride, I was thinking, you know how like you always see the picture now of them getting ready in their robes? That would be so pretty. Mother's Day, this one is white. That's interesting because I don't think this is so very white. It's more like a glistening, like silvery white in the background. And then look at those beautiful flowers on that one. Now, I don't know how see-through this is for the white, but it is like a thicker material. So I'm gonna go for it, girls. I think we would be okay, because I don't know if you sleep in undergarments or if you don't, but I don't think that's very sheer. And if it is, return it, all right? It's exchangeable and returnable. And then one more, only 2 dozen left in abstract.com. All right, I can't stop staring at this red, so I'm gonna pretend to get into my robe right now. I'll put it on right over my Laurie Felt t-shirt, and that way you can at least see the length of this robe too. So first off, have I said $25 yet? This is crazy. I mean, wouldn't you be thrilled to pay $25 for the robe? Wouldn't you be thrilled to pay $25 for the sleep gown? You are getting both of them. So let's talk about the length. Both of these are gonna be the same length, I think. Now that I said that, I think when I marked my card, one was longer. I think the robe is slightly longer than the sleep gown. Hold on, let me tie myself into this and then we'll take a look at it. All right, so pretty. So what did I write down? 100% poly, I told you that. Machine washed, line dry, that I wanted to call out to you. Okay, so the nightgown is going to be slightly shorter. I see that now. So if this is too short for you, I'm 5'2½". Granted, I know I have pants on, but like, obviously I could bend over, you're not gonna see tush, right? It's a mid-length robe, but the gown is just a little bit shorter than that, just by a few inches. So again, still, we will get our coverage here, but this is not like hitting shin and calf. I just hope that you realize that, okay? So I'm putting it on my shoulder as best I can. I'm 5'2½". You would not see body parts. I still could move, but it is like a true nightgown versus a maxi gown, and then that robe's gonna be just a little bit longer. And then full length sleeve, you can see it's cut a little bit more on an asymmetric, so it really does lay beautiful around the sleeve. And then I don't think there was an inside tie on this. I mean, I just kind of went at it. Are there pockets in this? Oh my gosh, there's pockets. I didn't notice that at first, but yeah, no like little inside ties. So just, oh, there is, now we see it. All right, I never use these inside ties. I'm too lazy. But you know that's there for like extra coverage, so you don't open up if you don't want to. So tie that once, and then tie that over. I love the feeling of a robe. When do you wear your robes? Because some of you might like this idea if you know you live in a community where you have a front porch or a balcony or like some sort of deck and neighbors see you, because then you can be in your pajamas but then have your robe over it. Or maybe in the morning you want to water your flowers or let the dog out and you don't want to get out of your pajamas. It's beautiful to have that robe over it. Where we have our place at the beach, you know, the whole world can see me in my pajamas when I sit out in the morning and have coffee. So I love the idea of covering up in the morning. But TMI, I love my robe more than anything out of the shower. You know, like I've got 2 little ones, I've got a husband, I've got the kind of house where the bedroom is on the first floor. So I put my robe on, and then that way I can go, like, you know, get out of the shower, put my hair in my towel, tie my robe, and go make another cup of coffee. Or, you know, go tell Steve something real quick in his office, which is usually, I need your help, I just broke something, or I can't open this. But, you know, I love putting my robe on before I figure out what I'm wearing for the day. And this silky, wonderful, kind of like decadent fabric. And gosh, these colors. Is it just me? Or is this not absolutely beautiful? And $25. This is patchwork. Do you like purple? Because if you like purple, look at that. Or maybe you like teal and turquoise. And then there's like a really pretty like coral peachy color in there. And it's hard to find a robe that matches the pajama. You know, often like the robe is a totally different print, and the pajamas are a different print, and you look like a hodgepodge. So if you are vacationing, if you are going to be seen, look at that, patchwork. Now this one is white. It's funny, we call some by the print and some by the color. So patchwork is filled with purples and teals. And then this white, I mean, it really is a true white, but maybe just with the studio lighting and the poly fabric, it just glistens. So it's got this like almost like whitish silver look. Again, all these beautiful pinks and the oranges and the yellows. And then there's your matching robe. That is so pretty. I can see you now having your coffee in this. The little berries on the print. You know, I didn't really give you all the info on Olga. So here's how I found out about her. And by the way, here's the red. So you get this nightgown and this robe. Oh wait, there's one more on .com. If I don't show you now, I'll forget. I always forget to go to .com. It's last call. Bill said he likes this one the best. You know what, Bill? That one looks very much like a designer print. Starts with a P. I'm not allowed to say, you know, looks like, but there's this brand out there that does these very like mod prints. That one's called Abstract, and they cost a fortune. So that looks straight out of Neiman's. I'm just saying it. But what was I going to tell you before I remember that there was one more on .com? Oh, Olga. I was going to tell you more about her. So I used to subscribe to Us Weekly. This is way before I had kids, and I actually had time to sit there and read a gossip magazine. I used to love celeb gossip. Now in my older, wiser years, I don't believe any of it, right? But anyway, it's still fun to look at the pictures. Something about a thin, glossy magazine. I can't help myself. But I was looking at an Us Weekly magazine once, and I'm just having at it tonight, telling you all kinds of things. Jessica Alba was in a picture at the beach on the sand, looking fab because she's Jessica Alba. But I couldn't stop staring at her cover-up. So have you ever searched anything with a Google lens? I highly recommend it. So you can take a picture of something and then search with a Google lens, and then Google tries to find this image everywhere. So if you're hunting down fashion, like I often do, because shopping is my hobby, habit, my enjoyment, I try to find this beach cover-up. I mean, I should have known when Jessica was wearing it that it wouldn't be in my budget, and it wasn't, because it was Olga Tolani. Because Olga also is sold in really fancy department stores, and her items cost, you know, hundreds of dollars, and celebrities wear them. Models who do like the Secret brand wear her prints. I mean, so many celebs wear this, because where else do you find these kinds of prints? But at QVC, can I just remind you, this is a 2-piece set. You're getting a nightgown, a dress, whatever you want to call it, a sleep gown, and you're getting the matching robe for $25. Let me call out some things I think you might need to know. Machine wash. Did I say line dry? They are line dry pieces. Machine wash, line dry. Forgive me if I didn't say that earlier. I have length measurements. So if we look at the gown, the dress, remember it's to the knee. It's not even midi, it's shorter. It's to the knee if I'm 5'2½". So the dress, we call it a chemise. I've never had a chemise. So the chemise is 34.5 inches to 38.75, depending on the size you buy. And then the robe is slightly longer. It's going to be anywhere from 40 inches to 44.25. If you've not met me yet, I'm 5'2½", so I can show you again, like total coverage on the parts that we would want the coverage, right? But not tripping over it, not touching the ground. And the dress, like a day is 5'8", if this puts it into perspective. I know that little dress is hiding under the robe, but on her it's above the knee. So still hiding the privates, but definitely above the knee. That's last call, Abstract. And then